Palaflahia Tuhane to Valatala to Tupu Galatamwe of Yafni. Good evening. In our news bulletin for tonight, those say to have Horanga he Fahituloe have the phone, Gelatame Fakamang, Hedo Puhala, Talanga Hedo Matafafono, Tohi to make a Fangahua. The Crown Law Office organised training workshop to explain processes for the development of legislation and laws. Ngahua mdakausi volo ke he tau pahalatu, he motu ke hanghang taki, mai whakaonganga he tau tangata. Civil inquiry work on repairs to improve the state of the island's roads. Kua katoa toa ustu e mdakau hinui hokua tuaigi Vanuatu, ke lata mo e tau Whiua Pacific Mini Games. Team Niue are now all in Vanuatu and ready for competition, with golf and rugby sevens starting their events in this first week. Whakakatoa toa e tau whakakuanga mai tau, mo e tuwhatufanga he tau palepale mai aonga he tau whanau kiki. Niue Primary School held their end of the year prize giving ceremony. Koe tau mata whakatuwhono tohi he koutu kua langmata ia e tau whakaholwanga ngahua, mo e tau puipuianga mai tau whai ngahua me tu tangata i motu. Kua mahuinga ke whakakesia i tau tunuhia, he tau whakawanga he tau whai ngahua ke kehe, ne kua whakangahua i fōke he tau mata whakatuwhono nei. Ne whakahokwa e taha whakakuanga ke tahe aho, ke moa e mamanga, ke tau puhala, ne kua tālanga i tau mata whakatuwhono. Koe whakakuanga nei, ne whakatoka he ofisa he tau loia he whakatuwhono, hako mai longa naka ila mama mitaki ia he laula he tau whahingahua, e tau puhala ne kua tālanga, haka, whakamuori, poke hiki ai fōke e tau mata whakatuwhono, tau mai ke whakangahua. Talahau hei he pūlotu ne hoko mai he mutukuni silani, kua Catherine Yates, hoko mai ia ke langmatai a Niue, mo e whai mga hau ki ngahua i fōki, mo e tau loia he whakatuwhono, he tau puhala whakatoka he tau mata whakatuwhono, po ke tau la mata whakatuwhono, ke o tatai fōki ni me whalu he tau whakawanga New Zealand. Mita ke tau whakatutalanga he talhau ia ki haho ua, hako mai ke iloa e tau whāhinga hua ke he kehe, halau tōro tonga hua, mo e iloa fōki, ka eke ke whakamuore e tau mata whakatuwhono, ke he whono ke pule, lehainga ia fōki, e tau ngahua, ke tau se mo mua atu, ka eke kua manako ke whakangahua. Amana ke Catherine ke tuku whenonga i Apunipongi, a pehea ia maike ia ke liu mai, ka eke kua manako langmatai he tau ngahi mua. Legislation and laws are important instruments of governments in organising society and protecting citizens. It determines rights, responsibilities of individuals and authorities to whom the legislation applies. Catherine Yates is working for the New Zealand Parliamentary Office to assist Niue to draft legislation and also provide training to encourage Crown Law Office to be more self-sufficient.
We've set out some standards for drafting and some procedures that apply to anybody who's doing drafting for Niue, because I know that different departments get different people overseas and so on to draft stuff. So you can end up with a really confused legislation, you know, if everybody's drafting it in different ways. But now everybody is supposed to use one template, and so part of what I'm doing is training people here in how to use that template and in some of the standard ways for drafting.
Some of Niue's laws and legislation are outdated, and the process to have them reviewed and updated seems to be quite lengthy.
I think the bit that takes a long time is working out exactly what you want. If a drafter like me is told exactly what you want, really the drafting doesn't take long, and putting it through the assembly actually doesn't take long. You know, you can make legislation just like that. So it's the policy development side that takes a long time. And the other thing that I've observed is that quite often an act passed by your assembly relies for its effectiveness on having regulations made. And what tends to happen is, I think, the act gets passed.
There are often misconceptions that laws are the sole responsibility of the Crown Law Office, but the focus now is to create a better understanding of the process, and despite delays or limited legal advisors, Niue is in quite a good position.
Niue is actually, I think, very fortunate in having some good basic legislation. in that you've got your government website and your legislation is all on there. I work for the Cook Islands as well, and they actually don't really have that. So even finding legislation is quite difficult. And you also have consolidations of legislation. So the last one was done in 2006, so it's quite old now, but at least you can go on your website and find that consolidation and everything since. And you should be proud of that and retain that. But obviously it would be very good to get an up-to-date consolidation done soon.
A one-day workshop was organised by the Crown Law Office on Tuesday to go over processes from when laws are developed, the responsibilities of all involved, and what happens once they are passed for implementation.
We had people from many departments and courts, obviously Crown Law, Education, Social Development, Health, Natural Resources, if that's what you call them. So about 30 people were signed up. And the main purpose was to, in many ways, it's just reminding public servants about the role of legislation in their work and how acts, which are made by the Assembly, and regulations, which on the whole are made by Cabinet, how they relate to each other and the responsibilities of public servants in making sure that they work well and in implementing them. We also looked at a case study of how you translate policy, like somebody's good idea for doing something, into legislation. There's a lot of steps that need to go from the original bright idea to telling someone like me, okay, write that down in a form that the Assembly can pass as an act or that the Cabinet can sign as a regulation.
Laws are passed by the new Legislative Assembly but rely on officials to provide advice. It is important for people to understand how legislation is drafted, works and implemented. Catherine will depart the island tomorrow but hopes to return if further assistance is required in future. Koe whakaholoanga ngā hua ke whanofono e te palatu he mua tuku holo ki mua me ko whiawhia i te tangata ne ka mātai te tau ngā hua he whainga hoi siwolo ke te palatu ke halima po ke one whahitapu e ko male ka māta mai o lofi mui whina tu hala toke lau. Koe tau tupe he tau tangata ke te mga kua male kua whakalea wai hake tuanga he tau palatu mai kua mai longa fuki e te whainga hua mai whakatawhono ke whaipalana ngā hua ke tau se te palatu. Ko whaihata ki anga ne ko mō mai he whahinga hua infrastructure, ma ole atala tūl ke tau tangata ke whakaholo, ne whakaholo e whakaonga te palatu ne, ke whainea ni hefo, mai longa tau tangata ne whahinga hua i fuki mua tu ke tau tula, i whawhi tau tula from hankiai. Tā mena fuki ne ko manako, ka eke kua osi e wala he tau palatu, ne he walia ke tā, ke whainea ne tau tangata whakaholo, ne ke malona po ke mole no e tau hua ne kua tau se ke lali ke whakahangang da ke palatu. Tō matutaki atua e tau hua, ato osi e te palatu he motu, nā kai whai mangaho ke whakakau pā mai ai, kai mana koe whainga hua, ke moa e kau whakataha mai he tau tangata. Road repairs are underway to the northern side of the island, much to the relief of road users, but people are being asked to travel with care. The Civil Inquiry team have been working to repair and seal potholes, starting from Alofi heading to the northern side of the island, and that work started some 5 to 6 weeks ago. A public notification was issued by the Department of Infrastructure for road users to take care and slow down when using the roads, especially after roadworks are completed, in order for the newly compacted and sealed potholes to stay in good conditions. The public have been reminded to slow down at the areas assigned at all times, especially when the roadworks teams are working after hours. Koe whahita whakapaha ne he to whiu spot e Pacific Mini Games mai kua katoa tōs tō e mdakau haniwe he hoku atu wai ki Vanuatu. Ka mate to whetoko he mdakau tāpolo sea ki he aho lotu mai kua ue aho ne kua whetoko ai, ua ngai aho ne toi. Koe tau tutuanga ke te whiu he tau tāani, toko uafu mawala lotolo ne whetoko, toko ua haniwe ne kua hoku atu wai ki he te whetoko ia, ko Toma Wakanindua mō Hagen Siskefu, ko tama tua ia ke mela ua fulu ke mahonei ai ua fu mavalu a Hagen. Ko wheu he to whānau whiwhini, pa ke tau whiwhini toko ua fu maua e tangata whetoko, me ko Haven Sio Sikefu tu ia ke he ni mela hong maunu he mga honei. Ko tau hoko takini ko mō mai fō ke mta kaulaka pi fitu hani we ko whaihi ki anga whakatose ke halo tōlu e tau wewehianga pele. Tala haua he tangata whakaako ko Tony Edwards, ma whala e tau whakaluanga whao halo tōlu, me whia mta kau, wa maua mnaki ke lata me to wheu a whetoko. Hoko mai ke hea whiawhi niawhi, tuku atu wei ke he ua wewehianga a, ko Fisi, New Caledonia, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu, Moniwe. Ko e wewehianga ke Uaki, ko te mtakau ha Samoa, Tonga, Nauru, Vanuatu, mo Wallis and Futuna. To kamate tau whewha whakapā ke he a whiawhi mai amanaka niwe ke pele whakamuai mai motu ko Solomona. Ko ia ni ko whiwhiria ke takitake mtakau laka pi whetu ko Clifford Marsh. Ka koe mga honei ko Papua New Guinea ni kua mua te longa e tau pini a ulu ni ko mua tu ua e Samoa mai tu tūro e Fisi ono atu whoki koe tau motu ni nāka e lawhai pini ia ko FSM niwe Norfolk mo Palau. Koe tau whewa Pacific Mini Games kua whakapulua ai ke tau whakahoruanga he TV niwe ke he Tourism Channel. It's the first week of sports competition at the Pacific Mini Games and all Team Niue officials and athletes are now in Vanuatu. Team Niue are competing in athletics, field events, golf and rugby sevens. Golf have started their competition. In the men's there are 28 competitors and representing Niue we have Hagen Siosikefu and Tama Wakanintua. And after day 2, Thomas placed at number 20 and Hagen is in number 28. In the women's competition, there are 22 golfers and young Haven Siosikefu is placed at 16th place. Reports from the rugby team in Vanuatu indicated that there have been a few changes to the team pools due to last-minute withdrawals of some teams like Tahiti. And according to the team coach Tony Edwards, the team are in good spirits and have completed their training runs yesterday afternoon. They are now match ready to take on a very difficult lineup of teams in Pool A, Fiji, New Caledonia, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu and Niue. In Pool B we have Samoa, Tonga, Nauru, Vanuatu, Wallis and Futuna. And the team captain for the Niue Rugby Sevens is Clifford Marsh. Looking at the medal tally, Papua New Guinea are in the lead, Samoa in second and Fiji in third. Only countries yet to place on the medals table are FSM, Niue, Norfolk and Palau. TV Niue has coverage of the Pacific Mini Games throughout this week. Whakahoko e aho tuwha palepali haonga te whānau iki moe whakau se tau ua hawhi hong mawhitu moe mawhala. Wa puke nā moe a loto he whale tolo he anga tokolunga pihia ni mo whafo mo lautule to tangata ni ko ua tuai ke mamata atu ke te whānau me halutule hakakau ke tau nei. Whakise e tau manatu he tau hukui mai he whakatu whono. Hako ki sia la he tau umoianga he tau mamatua ki he tau whānau iki. Whakakise ai ki he hako tokolonga lahi ne ua tuai ke hao tuwha palepale. Amanaka lau tōru ke whakatūmau pi he tau lang mataianga hako tau mamatua ko tau whakaiaonga whakamua he tau whānau tau ua tuai ke tau aonga. Tuku atu fōki ke tau whānau waheanga ono ke takita ke tau whakaroang he aho hako e tau whakahikua ni halo tōru. Moe hai e tau whakawhiawhia ke tau leo lolong moe tau leo whakatangitangi. Mai kei fōki aonga tau whānau ki ke tukua te tau whakaue ke whalu tau whiaonga ni kua amna ki ke whakaue sia e tau ngahua hako katoa tua e tau ngā whawhasi whakakotureke. Koe tau whakahikua ni moe longa e tau palepali ni kua tuwhatofa moe tau pini whakamai longa fōki si koe palepali ducks mai tau nei whina tuai ki a Kanye Jackson. Niue Primary School's end of the year prize giving marked the end of another fruitful school year. 2017 has been a year of changes in terms of leadership as well as the composite classes. The multi-purpose hall was packed with parents and caregivers there to support their children, and there were a lot of prizes and medals distributed for each of the classes. Government representatives highlighted during their formal speeches the importance of parental guidance in support of the work that teachers do with students. One observation was that the primary school prize giving had a huge turnout in comparison to the Niue High School one, and parents were encouraged to continue their support for children's education and lifelong learning, especially as they are their first teachers before they even start school. For Year 6, this was a graduation of sorts, and they were given the chance to MC and host the event, as well as providing musical entertainment for the crowd. This prize giving would also be the last for some of the teachers as their contracts come to an end, and the school took the opportunity to thank them for their service. The ultimate prize was the announcement of this year's Dux Award for the top student, and that went to Kanye Jackson. And those are our news stories that we have for you this evening. We do hope that you enjoy the weekend ahead and look forward to joining us next week. We would also like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family of Matalose Talangi. Pehena e tau walatala tutupu ke lata moe a whiwhinei a manaki ke ririu wherwe pene ke whaitap ka hau. Moe manako fōki ke tuku atu e tau manatu whakalofa ke mga whaoaha Matalose Talangi ha koe halo tūru atau o tō moku. Kia rano wha, munine pō tō ririu ke wherwea.